had an 11-month affair and lied about the pregnancy, letting my husband believe the baby was his. The DNA test exposed the truth, and in one moment I lost my marriage, my family, and the life I thought I could keep. I destroyed my marriage with an 11-month affair, and a lie so big it cost me everything. The truth finally came out on a rainy Thursday morning. My husband, Evan, sat at the kitchen counter with a small white envelope in his hands. Our newborn was sleeping in a bassinet beside him. I was pretending to scroll through my phone, but my chest felt like it was full of broken glass. The envelope held the DNA results. He opened it slowly. Calm, too calm. He read the page once, then again, then a third time. I watched the color drain from his face. His eyes moved from the paper to the baby, then to me. No shouting, no accusations, just silence. He stood up, walked down the hallway, and I heard the closet door open. 10 minutes later, he came back with a duffel bag. He stopped in front of me for a moment. His expression wasn't angry. It was worse than that. It was empty. Then he walked out the front door without saying a single word. That silence told me everything. He knew, and I had just lost my husband forever. How did I destroy my life like this? I'm Rachel, 31. Evan was 33. We had been together for 10 years, married for 7. We already had 2 kids, a 7-year-old boy and a 5-year-old girl. Our life was stable. Evan worked as an electrical engineer. I worked in corporate marketing. We weren't rich, but we were comfortable. Nice neighborhood, good schools, weekend barbecues with friends, normal life, predictable life. And somehow I convinced myself predictable meant boring. About a year and a half ago, I started a new job at a growing tech company. Bigger salary, more responsibility. That's where I met Kyle. He was the operations manager. 35, confident, funny. The kind of guy who could walk into a room and instantly become the center of attention. At first it was harmless. Work meetings turned into long conversations. Conversations turned into flirting. Flirting turned into drinks after work. And one night drinks turned into a hotel room. That was the moment I should have stopped. Instead, I kept going for 11 months. 11 months of lies, late meetings that weren't real, fake work trips, messages deleted every night. Every time Evan kissed me goodbye before work, I felt a flash of guilt, but I ignored it. Until the day I found out I was pregnant. Kyle panicked. He told me not to involve him. He said he wasn't ready for a child. And just like that, the man who seemed so exciting disappeared. So I made the worst decision of my life. I told Evan the baby was his. He was overjoyed. He cried when he heard the news. Held me in the kitchen like we had just won the lottery. And every time he talked about the babies, I felt like a criminal. The baby was born 3 months ago, a beautiful little boy. Evan adored him immediately. But something in his mind kept bothering him. It started with small comments. He doesn't look like the other kids. Then jokes from friends. Eventually someone mentioned DNA testing. I begged Evan not to do it. That should have been his biggest clue, but he said it was just for peace of mind, so he ordered the test. And that brings us back to that rainy Thursday morning. Evan never yelled. He never came back to argue. He simply filed for divorce 2 weeks later. He also filed to remove his name from the baby's birth certificate once the test confirmed the truth. I tried to apologize, tried to explain, tried to cry my way back into his life, but the damage was done. Kyle refused to be involved. The courts finalized the divorce within the year. Evan kept the house and full custody of our 2 older children. The judge decided it was best for their stability. The last time I saw Evan was outside the courthouse. He looked different, calmer, free. He told me one thing before he left: you didn't just cheat. You built a life on lies. Then he got into his car and drove away. A mutual friend told me something months later. Evan moved to another city with the kids. He started a new job, bought a small house near a lake. Apparently he's happier than he's been in years. He's dating someone new now, a teacher who treats the kids like they are her own. When I heard that, I realized something painful. Evan didn't lose his life that day, he escaped it. And I was the reason he had to. Sometimes walking away is the only happy ending left, and he took it.